You feel the crisp, cold spray of the river on your face, the current pulling gently at your calves. Your gaze pierces the clear water, searching for any flicker of movement beneath the surface. Hunger is a constant companion, a dull ache that sharpens your senses and focuses your will. For countless generations of your ancestors along the vast river systems of ancient North America, this primal hunt for sustenance was not a hobby or a sport. It was the very rhythm of life, an intricate dance between predator and prey, survival and scarcity. Today, you might simply open a refrigerator, but for how many millennia did your lineage depend on such quiet vigilance for their next meal? This wasn't just any fish in the river's depths. It was a creature your ancestors knew intimately, a source of vital protein they understood better than any modern textbook. This fish, which later generations would call the rainbow trout, despite its name, does not actually display a full spectrum of colors, as noted by modern ichthyologists studying Oncorhynchus mykiss. Its defining characteristic, the subtle pink stripe along its sides, was the telltale sign your ancestors learned to identify, even in swift currents. How did they come to know such nuances about their world? These remarkable fish are native to the very rivers your ancestors frequented, originally flourishing along the Pacific coast of North America. Archaeological investigations, like those led by Dr. Richard Doherty at the Ozette village site on Washington's Olympic Peninsula, uncover vast quantities of fish remains, providing concrete evidence of the deep historical reliance indigenous peoples had on these waterways. These findings illuminate a sophisticated understanding of aquatic ecosystems, a knowledge base passed down through countless generations. For your ancestors, the distinction between freshwater and saltwater was crucial for their survival and settlement patterns. While you might primarily think of trout as a freshwater fish today, living exclusively in rivers, lakes, and streams, your ancestors understood their incredible adaptability. They knew that some of these fish, now commonly called steelhead, exhibited a remarkable migratory behavior. These powerful individuals would journey from their freshwater birthplaces to the vast ocean, only to return years later, navigating immense distances back to those same natal streams to spawn. This deep, practical knowledge of fish migration patterns allowed ancient communities to develop sophisticated fishing strategies. Was this inherited wisdom simply luck, or the result of meticulous observation over thousands of years? Your ancestors were keen observers of their environment, understanding that the bounty of the river waxed and waned with the seasons and the health of the ecosystem. They watched these fish, realizing they were opportunistic eaters. They would consume whatever was available, from insects skittering on the water's surface to tiny crustaceans, the eggs of other fish, and even small fish themselves. This understanding informed ancient fishing techniques, from choosing the right bait to selecting prime fishing spots. What might seem like a simple act of fishing was, in reality, a complex application of ecological knowledge. The very quality of the fish's flesh was a direct indicator of its health and environment. Your ancestors would have noticed that the color of the trout's flesh could vary, ranging from delicate pink to vibrant orange. This variation, as modern science now confirms, is directly influenced by their diet, particularly the pigments found in the invertebrates they consume. Eating a fish with rich, colorful flesh meant consuming a nutrient-dense meal, packed with energy and essential compounds. Did your ancestors instinctively understand this vital connection between diet and nourishment? So, let's reconstruct a moment in the life of your ancient ancestor, perhaps 10,000 years ago along a pristine river. You wake with the sun, the scent of damp earth and pine needles filling your lungs. No alarm clock forces you into motion, your body simply responds to the natural rhythms of the world. You join your clan by the riverbank, a sense of quiet purpose in the air. You might observe a skilled elder, their eyes narrowed in concentration, noting the subtle ripple where a trout snapped at a dragonfly. Perhaps another prepares a simple weir, carefully placed to guide the migrating steelhead upstream, demonstrating an engineering feat born of necessity and tradition. You learn to identify the subtle differences in their movements, the way a plump, well-fed fish fights harder, a testament to its vigor. For your ancestors, there was no concept of sport fishing as you know it today, but the skill and challenge of securing such a prized catch were undoubtedly sources of communal pride and status. The physical exertion, the mental focus, the shared effort of the hunt, these were fundamental building blocks of ancient human society. The communal sharing of a successful catch, a principle explored by anthropologists like James Sussman in his work on hunter-gatherer societies, reinforced social bonds and ensured group survival. Here's the counterintuitive truth: your ancestors didn't need scientific instruments to understand the profound interconnectedness of their world. They recognized that the health of the rainbow trout was a direct barometer of their environment. If the fish were scarce, or if their flesh seemed less vibrant, it signaled a problem with the water, the insects, or the upstream conditions. This innate environmental awareness, a deep ecological wisdom, made them guardians of their ecosystem. They instinctively knew that these sensitive creatures were valuable indicators of environmental health, long before modern scientists used them to monitor water pollution or habitat changes. Today, your relationship with food, and particularly with fish, is vastly different. You can easily purchase rainbow trout, often having been raised in large hatcheries and then stocked into lakes and rivers specifically for recreational fishing. The journey from the water to your plate is often devoid of the ancestral knowledge, the physical effort, and the deep environmental connection your forebears experienced. You might appreciate its taste and its nutritional value, packed with protein and omega-3 fatty acids, but do you truly understand the ancient story it carries? Your ancestors interacted with the world with an intimacy you rarely experience, their very existence woven into the fabric of their surroundings. They saw not just a fish, but a living testament to the purity of their waters, a signal of seasonal change, and a direct link to their physical well-being. This ancestral perspective offers a powerful mirror to your own life. You may still feel the familiar chill of the river seeping into your worn waders, but for 99% of human history, that sensation wasn't just a leisure activity, it was the fundamental struggle and triumph of simply staying alive.